Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on XRP. We start on the larger time frame just by giving you a reminder of the overall structure, key support levels, upside targets, but we keep it very short. $1.21 still relevant support. I don't see any new developments here as such on this time frame. The market is kind of in a holding pattern there. Not really too much is happening. Some of you might remember that months ago I tried to prepare you guys for a multi-month long sideways consolidation. And I explained that there is a range that can be traded between $1.20 and maybe, you use the upper range boundary at $3.40 or even $4.20. And then as the price drops, it can be a buy. As the price goes higher, it can be a sell, buy. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to be that long, hopefully not. But again, the structure told me that we are entering a wave 4 and it can take a long time. Originally, we were tracking even a triangle pattern in this wave 4 correction that started in January. It morphed and transformed into a standard ABC structure, but it could still turn into a triangle, but then that would be really boring. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, just a quick reminder that Elliott wave helped us here to determine that this is likely going to take quite some time. And hopefully that helped some of you to, prepare for it, even if just mentally. Okay. Now, important is to understand that in our yellow structure, which is the preferred interpretation, the fifth wave to the upside should take us to round about $5, $5.65, maybe even $6.60. Bear in mind, these are not maximum targets, but it doesn't matter to, or let's rather say it doesn't make sense to give you a target that is higher. It would just be wishful thinking. Of course, it can happen, but at this point, we should focus on what is directly in front of us. Now, let's also take a look at the shorter time frame for XRP. And in this time frame, the focus is on whether we already have a low in place in this wave 4 correction. That would mean that on the 7th of April, potentially a low formed, or whether we get another low, then possibly in the area around $1.30, $1.20 or so. At the moment, I can tell you I do not trust this move to the upside that has developed from the low. I know that is so easy to say, but it really is an extremely difficult structure that has developed from that low. I am tracking it as potentially a B-wave pullback that's unfolding within a potential diagonal pattern to the upside. Extremely messy structure. The support area is quite wide, and yeah, it's quite a large support area between $1.74 and $2.03. However, it's important that it's a large area because of the uncertainty in this structure. And technically, a B-wave pullback can go all the way down to $1.74, no problem. So I'm tracking currently an unfolding pullback that is labeled as an ABC pattern. It could easily develop a little bit further. There is not even a need to test this support area, but as long as we're holding above $1.74, I'm watching for higher. But what I want to see is an impulsive 5-wave move up that ideally breaks above this last swing high that formed at around $2.25. That would be a first indication that the C wave to the upside has started. The structure reminds me a little bit of the link structure, chain link. We talked about that already earlier today and yesterday. It's a very similar structure. But yeah, as I said, the C wave should be a 5-wave pattern as shown here in light blue. And we want to see a break in this internal wave 1 above the last swing high and then a higher low in the next pullback, a so-called 1-2 setup or a 1-2 pattern, which would then open the door to a third wave rally internally. But for now, there is no evidence that a low is in. The market broke briefly below this previous swing low, but is now recovering already. I mean, it's absolutely possible a low is in. It is a 3-wave move down, as you can see, but I cannot rule out one more low at this point. If one more low forms, the $2.03 level could be the next support level. So that's the update on XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.